Hello there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. We are having a look at November 2024, specifically for new love for all of you singles out there. So if you are single, looking for love, this is the reading for you guys. In the month of November, we've got a lot of new, fresh energy coming in here, okay? The first of the month, 1st of November, a new moon in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, so there could be a little bit of mystery that's revealed. Pluto is the planet of change, transformation, rebirth, right? If maybe you feel a little bit more alive, right? Maybe you've been through some healing journey and now you're ready to move forward. Scorpio energy can be a little bit mysterious, very creative though, okay? And of course, with this being a new moon, this can certainly represent that the opportunity opening up to meet deep, deep, deep connections, okay? So not just fly by night. Thank you. Not just fly by night, romance, right? Sweep me off my feet and then dump me the next day. This can certainly have a potential there for a deep emotional connection with someone new. The new moon in Sagittarius on the 30th of the month, the very first day of the month with Scorpio, the very last day of the month with a new moon in Sagittarius. And Sagittarian energy is very fun, very exciting, very creative, very inspirational. Brings in a sense of adventure, a sense of excitement, and of course, with Sagittarius being ruled by Jupiter, can bring in some luck and abundance on your quest for love as well. So really work with these new moon energies. These can really help you. We do have a full moon in the middle of the month, full moon in Taurus on the 15th, and this can bring something to fruition for you. It may very well possibly be linked with your money. So if you've been very career oriented, working on your money, your sense of stability, security, building a strong foundation in your life, getting your finances back on track. Okay, this is where something can really you can feel the shift. So something could be blossoming for you here. And especially since we've had Pluto in Capricorn for the last little while. It's been retrograde for a while. It's at the very last degree of Capricorn. It's direct now. Direct is forward momentum, right? And this is where things really can shift for you guys. And Capricorn energy ruled by Saturn. Saturn delays, it doesn't deny. So there could have been some things that haven't quite, in love, especially that things that haven't quite happened for you yet because there's something else that's a little bit more important and has taken the front seat at the moment. So there could be some shifts and some things going on with your career, Capricorn, very career oriented energy, and also personal goals, right? So you could have been doing something with your personal goals as well. But Pluto shifts into Aquarius on the 19th. And so this is setting us free and propelling us forward full speed ahead into the future. Okay. So a lot of really wonderful transformational energy that's going on here. So if you've been feeling like you've been dragged through quicksand, you've been walking in the mud here, Virgo, that's probably partially because of Pluto in Capricorn. So when Pluto goes into Aquarius, it's air sign energy and it's fast. Okay. So things are moving ahead a little bit quicker than they have been. So that's a good thing, right? That's good. Aquarius can also be, a little bit more communicative, right? So lots of ideas, lots of forward momentum and stuff. So you can have something great going on with those things. But the full moon in Taurus, look back 6 months ago. Okay. What intentions were you setting 6 months ago at the new moon in Taurus? This is where some things could be happening for you, whether they're money focused or love focused. Okay. Because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is our planet of love and new beginnings and abundance and things blossoming for us blossoming as well. And it brings us resources, it brings us people, and it's a very sensual kind of energy, right? So it's a lot of great vibes going on around that moon. Okay. So I do feel that for those of you who have been career focused, this is where the month where you may feel a little bit of shift towards love, right? So make sure that you try and make some space and time in your daily routines to get out and meet new people, right? Because are you ready for love? But do you have time for love? right? We got to make some time. We do have the 10 of Earth at the back of the deck, and the 10 of Earth can certainly represent success and abundance. It also represents your home, your family, your sense of stability and security, and all this wonderful abundance that is around you. So again, there could be some of you who have some sort of achievement that you will get in the month ahead. This can also be an underlying motivation for you, right? To have that sense of stability and security, to have a long-term commitment with a person, with a love in your life, right? Maybe you want to build a family, right? Maybe you want to build upon your existing family. But this could really be important for you. But I do feel there's some success or something positive, some form of abundance flowing your way. It could be help, could be an inheritance, it could be getting the promotion of a lifetime, those kind of things, and those set you up for feeling more confident on your path to love. We have Fool energy coming out here. Now, this isn't the Tarot Fool. This is a completely different deck, but Fool energy nonetheless, very similar. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. That sums up November for you. Okay. Have courage, right? We want to be bold. We want to be brave. We're powerful, right? Pluto's bringing us our power back. Okay. Change, Pluto energy, new moon energy, right? We've got a big completion of a cycle with the Taurus full moon, right? And take risks, be adventurous. That's Sagittarian energy right there in a nutshell. And we are heading into, of course, Sagittarian season on the 21st. So between Scorpio is bringing in the deep emotional stuff, right? The transformational stuff, and Saggy is bringing in the excitement, right? So it's a very powerful and transformative month. But Fool energy, of course, brings in new beginnings, new people, trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone there, Virgo, right? We all got to do that every once in a while. And we've got the Sun coming out here for you guys as well. Card number 30, okay? 30 breaks down into a 3. 3 relates back to the Empress card, and the Empress is ruled by Venus. Okay, so we do have a lot of love in the airs and planetary support for you. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. The Sun, no matter what deck it comes out of, whether it's tarot, whether it's oracle, it doesn't matter. The Sun shines a wonderful positive light over your entire month and over your entire reading. It brings in an energy of positivity and optimism, brings clarity as well. So if you've been confused, if you've been unsure, if you're ready for love, boom, you might shine a light on that, okay? If you've been feeling like you're in the dark, in the fog, we're shining a light on that. We're getting clarity with that, okay? But this does also bring growth and abundance, right? Without the Sun, nothing can grow. And so this can be a month for you where you're growing yourself. You've got some personal growth there. You've got some healing. We're feeling good. We're feeling fine. We're having fun, right? The Sun brings fun to our world as well. So certainly some very high vibe energy that's coming in there for you guys. Okay. Loving that, right? But the Sun can bring abundance. And so we love that abundance, multiple possibilities for love, opening the doors for love, and just having a really good, overwhelming sense of, I know love is out there. I'm not giving up. I'm going to put myself out there and see what happens, right? Meet new people, try some new things, and see what sticks, right? Because you just never know. But the Sun also brings about, it brings some passion. It brings the fire. It brings the energy that we need. But the Sun is like, I'm excited, but I'm not just going to pounce on any old person or any old connection. I'm feeling good and I'm feeling confident, and I'm going to make the right choices for myself, right? You know how sometimes the Sun chases the fears away. The Sun chases the shadows away. And sometimes, especially on our quest for love, sometimes we jump on the first opportunity we find, and it's from an element of fear rather than confidence. Okay, and the Sun helps with that. If that's ever been the case for some of you, the Sun is helping you with that, right? And bringing you that high vibe energy that you may need to know when to say yes when it feels right, and to know when to say no. And it can give you the power, right, to say no if you need to, because not every connection is meant for us. Sometimes we're being tested. Sometimes, it's just someone crosses our path, right? And maybe it's teaching us how to be a little bit more assertive, right? And so this can really help you in that regard as well. We have the 9 of Fire coming in here for you guys, okay? So you've completed a difficult journey, you're seeing something through the end. And the 9 of Fire out of this particular deck is the 9 of Wands energy, okay? But this deck's a little bit different. And the 9 of Fire is releasing your wounds, releasing your burdens, releasing your fears. This is, instead of being skeptical, we're embracing the element of being positive, all right? The 9s, yes, we've completed a journey. We've been through some ups and downs. We've had successes. We've had failures. We've had love. We've had hurt. And now here we are burning things away. We are wrapping up that kind of energy, right? And we are embracing a better tomorrow. All right. The 9 of Fire does remind us that, we need to sometimes take our time, and we need to recognize where we need to heal a little bit. We need to recognize when we're being skeptical as well, because sometimes we can be sitting here in the 9 of Fire energy and we can be like, okay, I'm meeting people. I'm just waiting for that shoe to drop, right? When is this going to go sideways, right? This feels good right now, but when is it going to, turn icky, right? So if we think that something's going to turn out negative, then it will turn out negative, right? So we don't want to do that. We want to let that go, right? We want to burn that away. But the 9 of Fire, it feels like you can use any kind of past hurts or disappointments on your quest for love to your advantage, because you got the wisdom, you've got knowledge there, right? And we can use that as long as we trust ourselves and trust our instincts, trust your intuition, trust your inner wisdom, right? You can use old wounds to help you make a better tomorrow and help you make better choices for tomorrow. But there's certainly a shift in a cycle, an end of a cycle here, an end of a journey, and you're ready for that new. We have the 8 of Air as blessings headed your way, and, a very interesting energy. You're just lifting yourself out of this darkness, or out of this, doubtful kind of energy, the Sun, right? So the 8 of Air is the 8 of Swords energy, okay? And of course, that's usually very much being wrapped up in fear, okay, or feeling trapped or restricted or stuck in some way. And the blessing, it's actually a little bit of a double blessing, because this particular deck, the 8 of Air, we're releasing the swords that bind us. We're releasing the fear. We're releasing the sense of feeling trapped or stuck. And with this being that meaning for this card anyway, right? And it's also in your blessings position. Man, oh man, you are flying high. You're finding some inner peace. You're looking at things from a different perspective. You're looking at things from a higher perspective. You're trusting yourself. You are free from whatever has previously had you tied up, or from whatever has previously caused you grief and hurt. It's this beautiful energy, right? Bringing you a sense of peace and calm and trust, enlightenment, and it's just some beautiful vibes, right? You're free, you're moving forward, you're embarking on a new journey, you're feeling good, you're feeling positive, loving it. We have the Page of Fire, and this is your challenge energy. Now, super positive card, okay? Super positive message coming out of here. And when we do have a card in our challenge energy, it's not a negative thing, okay? It's something that we need to be aware of, something we need to address, something we need to work through so that we can move forward, okay? It can also represent some delays, right? So a little bit of a delay, even though it's something positive. And the Page of Fire is new beginnings, right? New beginnings, going out on adventures, having fun, feeling good, feeling excited about tomorrow. This can represent our manifestations coming to fruition. All right. This can represent new people, new connections, pages, right? They bring excitement, they bring new things, and especially the Page of Fire, the Page of Wands, right? So very, very exciting energy. Now, for some of you, okay, you're like, I don't know, I'm just like I'm down to earth. I'm a little bit of a homebody. Hey, I don't know how much excitement I want in my life, but come on. When you meet new people, you feel a spark. You feel a connection. You feel the chemistry. You feel something magnetic, right? And it's exciting. So there's passion. right? And this is coming in. So whether it comes in today or tomorrow or a couple of months from now, whether it's a result of the new moon energy that you're harnessing and embracing this month, or whether it's the result of your previous manifestations. The Page of Fire is like good news, very good news, and very exciting people. And it can certainly represent manifestations starting to come in, right? We just need to say yes. And we need to get on board, right? So part of the delay here could be recognizing a good thing when it crosses your path, right? Which is why these ones are helping release and set you free. Part of the delay here could be your willingness to get out of your comfort zone. Remember, we've got the Fool here. Have the courage, right? This can also represent that there's something really awesome coming in here, but there might be a timing thing, right? So part of the challenge here is being patient, right? Because again, some of you are having something very exciting happen this month, but for others of you, it's going to take a little bit just to come in, okay? But it's coming in. All right. So that Page of Fire, though, very exciting. But are you willing to get out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to say yes? This big yes, right? Big yes here. Not wiffly waffly. Not I'm not sure. I've got one foot forward, 1 foot backwards. Okay, this is full speed ahead. All right. So embrace the forward momentum because it's exciting. All right. You could potentially be meeting a fire sign, or fire sign could be coming in for you. This can also represent the change in seasons, right? Remember, we're in Scorpio season up until the 21st of November when Sagittarian season starts. The Sagittarius being that fire sign energy. So this could really kickstart something for you. A couple of days previous to that is when Pluto enters Aquarius for the next 20 years. So you're feeling more powerful, more strong, and you're more willing to embrace change. All right. But expect the unexpected in that energy. All right, because Pluto can bring surprises to us, things that we don't see. But Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is a planet of change for sure. It's a planet of rebellion and freedom, right? But also unexpected things. You never know what you're going to get when Uranus comes out to play, and Uranus and Pluto together. Whew, massive change and transformation. It might make you feel uncomfortable, and that might just be part of the challenge, right? Is working through those energies of discomfort. Okay. That's what we're doing right here. Okay. And working through those things and recognizing that, okay, I might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but this is also really kind of interesting, right? So get yourself out the door. Now, your advice from Spirit, we've got the 10 of air and we have the 9 of earth. All right. The 10 of air. There's been some difficult things, but we're letting it go. We are letting it go. And you see how in this particular deck, we've got feathers. All right. The swords that were usually there in the 10 of air causing us pain and suffering are now turned into feathers. We've released them. We're blowing them away. They're adrift on the wind. They cannot hurt us anymore. So it's a big healing element. So remember that sometimes we have to go through difficulties in order to bring in and recognize the something better. If we didn't go through difficulties, if we didn't go through pain and heartbreak, right, then we would not recognize the blessings when they come across our path, right? So we have to sometimes experience those things. But end of a challenging, difficult cycle there. And what are we getting? 9 of earth. Believe in yourself. Be confident. The 9 of earth energy is where we're strong, we're independent, we're treating ourselves well. We're doing nice things for ourselves. We're trusting in ourselves and we are feeling good. All right. Super, super good. So remember in this energy, and when you doubt the process or when you feel that maybe you've got a lack of courage, remember how strong and independent and wonderful that you really are. And this is where the love comes in, right? We want to open the door, we want to open the portal, we want to release, right? Pain and negativity and doubts and confusion and feeling like, oh, I don't want to, no, I'm kind of nervous. I don't really know if I want to open myself up. Nope, we're letting that all go. Okay, we are embracing our true selves, okay, our wonderful selves. All right. Um, so yeah, so be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, okay? Treat yourself to something that you've never done before, perhaps. And this is where, you could do something new, right? The Page of Fire. Um, the Page of Fire is always willing to try something just a little bit different. Okay, and try something new. If one thing's not working, well, let's just try something different. Let's go this way instead of that way, right? And it can be sometimes as simple as that, right? Instead of, if you're going out with a friend, maybe you go for a drink after work or something like that. Maybe you always go to the same old place. And maybe one of these days you're going to be like, you know what? We go here all the time. Why don't we try this one instead? Boom, something new. You just never know, right? But that Page of Fire can certainly bring in some wonderful, exciting energy for you. We also have past life relationship coming in. Haha, you have known each other before. Ooh la la. All right, now this can certainly bring in something from a past life, for example, like a soulmate or a twin flame. This can also represent someone from the past. Okay. Now, this may potentially be somebody that you've never dated before, someone that maybe was just a fly-by-night connection. Maybe they were someone you used to work with, someone that you used to know way back in high school or something like that, and now you bump paths again. And so there's certainly some faded energy that is coming in here for you guys. So whether it's a past life, like actual past life relationship, and you're meeting someone again, or it's just an energy of familiarity. You've known someone before, you've met someone before, so they may still be kind of a little bit of a stranger to you, but not a complete stranger, right? And, sometimes we just have people that we meet them and then we never see them again, right? And timing is everything, right? And so you just never know. The universe has something in store for you. And we do have soulmate energy coming out here for you guys. So gotta love that. Yes, this is your soulmate. Some of you may, again, have already met somebody, right? And maybe you could be in a place where if you've met someone, you've already crossed paths with them. This could freak the crap out of you, really, because it can be very intense energy, right? A lot of chemistry. And, and so this could be like, oh my God, and it can send you back into your shell, right? And this is where you are getting the energy and the courage to come out of your shell. Take a chance, right? Sometimes when we meet our soulmate, the energy between the two of you is very intense. And a funny thing is with soulmates, it can either be an intense attraction or sometimes, oddly enough, an intense repulsion kind of thing. It's just intense energy, right? And it's scary. My absolute best friend, favorite human on the planet, the first time we met each other, we did not like each other at all. This was 30 years ago. Okay. And we met each other, we met each other at work, right? And very intense, stressful, and kind of environment that we were in, but we were in our 20s, and, and we didn't like each other. But the more we worked together, the more we spent time with each other, we're actually very much symbiotic, right? And of course, soulmates don't always have to be romantic. They can be friends as well. And here we go. She's my longest lasting friend, I guess we could say. And, I'd die on the hill for her, and total soulmate, total bestie energy, right? But it's rare, right? It is very rare. Certainly quality, right? So you never know. Sometimes that energy, it's like we click and connect right away, but sometimes it's like, whoa. And you both kind of reel back in shock a little bit. All right. And so sometimes the energy just needs to settle a little bit before we figure out what that truly means. Okay. Now, of course, that's not the same as having a major red flag. Okay. So you need to trust your instincts and trust your intuition and know what is like intense energy and what is a red flag. Okay. And sometimes we don't necessarily know right away. So just keep an open mind. All right. Oh, keep an open mind. Well, then there you go. All right. So keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Quite often, they do, right? Because they complement your energy rather than mirror it, right? And so just keep an open mind, keep an open heart. You got some great stuff kicking in for you guys here. And again, sometimes this comes in right away. Sometimes this is a little bit over time. So we've got 2 new moons, right? New moons, we can have stuff that happens quick within a few weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. But we also have stuff that can play out over like the next 6 months, right? Into the full moon in 6 months from each of these 2 new moons. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. But I'm going to leave that there. I hope there was something here for you guys. If there was, please hit like on this video. Truly appreciate that. It does let me know that you resonate with the reading in some way, but it also lets YouTube know the same thing. So they share it to more people. But I hope you guys have a fantastic November. Embrace the positive energy, okay? Get out there and have fun. Stay optimistic no matter what you do, and keep that open mind, all right? Thank you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.